speeding.
All right. Lenita, when you're ready, go ahead and slate for the camera. You'll have 4 minutes, and I'll be counting you down over here.
Oh, let me take my glasses off. All right, Lonita Cook, KCTV 5. Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
All right, so I have to be honest with you up front. I've never seen The Exorcist.
That's okay.
So this is my introduction into the world.
Oh, very good.
My mother forbade me
Wow.
from watching it. So I got to ask, how old were you the first time you saw it?
I think it was like 12.
I was 15 in a public library watching it in a cubicle with headphones on.
Oh my God. Why did you go sit? Why?
Because my parents wouldn't let me see it.
Exactly. Good
course.
parents.
Yeah.
Good parents.
The quickest way to get your child to see The Exorcist is tell them they can't see it.
And so for me, of course, the idea of demonic possession is very difficult. But for me, watching the film last night, I realized I have children. And the harder part, the horror, is watching your child go through something that you can't help them with.
Yeah.
Yeah. For you, what was the harder thing to balance in the movie, the demonic possession or the parenthood?
Well, that's the balance of the movie. You know, as a parent of, I have 12-year-old twins, and so you go through that period where you with something wrong, and you look to what the answer might be. And when people are uncertain, you're looking to everything from the spiritual to the clinical to try to figure it out. Like, and that's what this movie explores, of the power of suggestion versus absolute faith versus lack of faith, and how these balance with technology and the latest and greatest of education to try to figure out how we can help these kids.
Yeah, I mean, not exactly what you're asking, but I think one of the reasons the movie is so effective is it taps into like we're most vulnerable around our children, and it really examines what that's like when you can't help your child. There's no worse feeling and no more horrible feeling, and that's kind of the horror of The Exorcist.
Agreed. One thing I want to thank you for is usually in horror movies, there's a demonization of indigenous religions and spiritual practices. And I loved watching you elevate it to salvation. Why did you make that choice?
To me, it felt honest, and in every spirituality, every tradition and ritual and ceremony of these healing processes have always been fascinating to me. So we got like the opening scene as a real Haitian priestess, and she's doing what she did as a blessing for a baby, and so we're just there with a camera. We do it in one take, and we try to capture the honesty, the authenticity of it, and that's the story we're here to show, the exploration of religions, not bringing any sort of judgment or critique to it, but just let people be free to believe.
Yeah. And for you, the message of bringing people together, being the true power.
Yeah, I like that. I like the theme of the only thing that can conquer evil is to cooperate. I thought that was a great message in the movie.
I need you to go deeper into that, to cooperate.
Got to work together, even if we believe different things, or have different beliefs. That the way to overcome obstacles is to work together.
Yeah, agreed. Is there anything that you would like to say to Kansas City? Say hello.
Well, I'd like to say hello, Kansas City. I'd like to say you have a long history of being very close to horror movies, and I'm very happy about that. And I hope someday to come to Kansas City and show you one of our movies in person.
Please do. You are welcome anytime. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Have a great one.
Thank you. You too.